brides. We've talked so much about weddings here. They can now breathe a sigh of relief. Restrictions are easing, which means couples can solidify those guest lists and venues. But what about the wardrobe? I caught up with Denise Buzy Pucheu from the Persnickety Bride in Newtown to get the scoop.
So Denise, there are a lot of summer weddings happening right now and a lot of brides who are finally able to start planning and getting excited about the dress hunting process. So what are some of the tips that you have for them?
Hi, Taylor. So happy to be with you. Well, finally, we're able to shop again. So, I mean, not that we haven't before, but now girls are able to get really serious about shopping. So I think what they have to do is take a look at their style. A great way to do that is by going on Pinterest and also looking at various designers that they like. I always tell them, think about the day. That's the most, think about you, think about your fiance, and how you expect your day to go. So in starting off the process, once you get an idea of what you like, I always say to brides, before going to just a regular bridal store, take yourself, buy yourself, and go to a big box store. And the reason why I say that is because that way you could try on different styles that you may not be particularly aware of that you would like on your body. And it's nice to just go by yourself so that there's no stress, no commentary, and do that first. Once you get an idea of styles, then you should start looking at making appointments at smaller boutiques that will give you a little bit more of a hands-on approach in terms of looking at your dresses. And you should start at least looking at purchasing your dress 12 to 10 months in advance of your wedding.
Now, I know when I have a really big event coming up, my mom has great style, so I always consult with her, and I'm sure I will do the exact same when I find my wedding dress one day. Do you recommend that when a bride comes in, she has a big party with her, or should it be smaller, more intimate, maybe just mom, maybe just the maid of honor or the sister, or the brother, whomever?
We find for ourselves the best way to go is those that love you the most. And I mean that it could be your mom, it could be your aunt, it could be your maid of honor, your sisters, but keep it small. You don't need to have an entourage of girls. I think what happens a lot of times is that brides always look for kind of the approval of everyone in the room. And I think you need to keep it very small and listen to people's opinions, but ultimately what you feel is your dress and what you fall in love with is what is going to matter most. But you have to remember, you're going to be 10 or 12 hours in that dress. You want to feel beautiful, you want to feel confident, and most importantly, you want to feel comfortable. You want to feel like you can move throughout the day in the dress. That's the most important thing.
Now, there's a lot of different styles that are popular right now. We were talking before this interview about how boho and maybe two-piece wedding dresses are really in. But should brides be open-minded when they go and they try to find their dream dress? I feel like a lot of them probably have one idea and they're very closed off to other silhouettes.
You should always be open-minded. And I mean that sincerely. I can't tell you how many times we've had brides here that have come in and they've said, no, 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 no. And I say, excuse me, let's go into the room. Let's try this on, please. And they do. And then they're like, OMG. It's like, I love this dress. And it's the most stunning thing I have to admit is that that's what I'm kind of known for, is being able to look at a bride's body and determine what's going to work for her. And I'm very good at it. I was raised by a grandmother who was a seamstress. So I understand fabrics and movement and how it works on the body. So always listen to your stylist. That's what they're there for. We see figures from size 0 to size 30. It's very important for the bride to be open-minded and say, sure, go for it, because you never know what you're going to like on the body. Dresses on the rack do not look anything like what they do on the body, trust me.
Which is why it's so important to have someone like you. You're called the Bridal Fairy Godmother for a reason. Denise, thank you so much for joining us, giving us those tips. We really appreciate it. Make sure to go and visit her at the Persnickety Bride in Newtown. Thank you again.
Thanks so much, Taylor. Bye-bye now.
Coming up, we'll tell you how to you can